Hello friends, today topic is Clipper. I have selected this topic according to your request regarding subject. So let's start. First of all, what is Clipper? The Clipper means to cut. So Clipper circuit behave as a input cycle present and output cycle some part will be cut. So according to Clipper circuit, if input cycle is positive or negative, so at output side only one cycle is present. First let me tell you what is Clipper, then now classification of Clipper. So basically classification of Clipper derived into two part. First series and then parallel. So according to this configuration series, diode is series with resistance, load resistance RL. In parallel, diode is always parallel with RL. So consider source over here, consider source over here. Okay. So according to this classification, the series and parallel further divided into two classification, positive and negative. Same with parallel, positive and negative. According to this classification, you need to go from down to upside for the circuit diagram. Listen carefully, at the time of drawing a diagram, you need to go in a classification from down to upside, but in description case, you need to go from up to down. So consider one example in which you will learn how you can draw a circuit at yourself. So first of all, consider one example. So example is always from down to up, means positive series Clipper, positive parallel Clipper, negative series Clipper, negative parallel Clipper. So consider one example, positive series Clipper. So according to this definition, first you need to consider the word positive and the last word is Clipper. So first of all, positive Clipper. Clipper means to cut. So positive cut. So in your input waveform, there are two half cycle, positive half cycle and negative half cycle. So title define the positive cut, means only negative part will be available at your output. So basis on this definition, you just draw one diagram. This is the input cycle and this is a output cycle. So positive cut, Clipper means cut, positive cut. So positive part will be cut. So there is no any output voltage over here, means 0. And in case of negative, so negative will be as it is. So you can keep this diagram in your mind at the time of drawing a circuit diagram. So first of all, positive Clipper, the negative part will be there, positive will be 0. So now you can think about the second word, this is a configuration. So according to any kind of configuration will be there series or parallel. So means series is diode is series with R, parallel means diode is parallel with R. So in case series, so first of all consider one diagram like that. VI, RL and D. Consider positive half cycle. So plus over here and minus. So plus part at anode of this diode. So anode make more positive compared to cathode. So circuit diagram behave as like that, diode is on. So diode is on. Consider the diode is ideal one. So there is no any kind of voltage drop present at diode. So whatever kind of input will be present, it will be reached at your load resistance RL. So output voltage is approx equal to VI. So according to the positive word define 0, according to your circuit diagram, output will be present. So consider that the circuit diagram is wrong. So you can consider the second configuration in which you can just change the diode in 180 direction. So consider diode is in the 180 direction position. So anode and cathode. First of all, apply positive cycle. So positive part over here. When positive voltage applied at cathode compared to anode, so definitely diode is in the reverse bias case. Hence the diode is off. So circuit diagram behave like that. So diode is off means the circuit will be open. So there is no any kind of current will be flow in the circuit diagram. Hence no current will be flow or open circuit. Then VL output voltage will be 0. So these 0 and these 0 will match. So your circuit diagram is okay. So basis on the predefined waveform which will be generated from positive clipper circuit, you can design your own circuit diagram. So consider for the negative half cycle. In case of negative half cycle, negative sign here or negative sign also here. So anode is positive compared to cathode, hence diode is off. So circuit will be closed. So negative cycle, Vi is at output side. So in case of negative cycle, minus plus, diode is in on in this part. So minus part over here, so minus Vi. So minus Vi means output voltage will be available at your output. So consider only that part they define in your definition, and basis on then you can generate your own circuit. So basis on, first of all you can consider positive clipper. This title positive clipper, forget the word which will define series or parallel. Positive clipper, positive is 0. You just draw the one waveform in your rough part on your side part and then draw a circuit diagram and apply voltage according to your input side, and this voltage is match with this diagram or not. If match, then your circuit diagram is 100% okay. So basis on this diagram you can generate any kind of clipper circuit. So consider one example of parallel. Consider as a negative parallel clipper. So in case of negative parallel clipper, first of all, two word negative clipper. So basis on that, input negative clipper means to cut, negative cut. So at negative part will be 0, positive part remain as it is. So you can generate your output waveform by only the definitions. So second thing comes in your mind, the configuration parallel. So in case of parallel, there are two part will be there. First and the second. So consider first cycle, positive part apply over here. When positive part apply over here, the anode is positive compared to cathode, hence diode is on. So current will be flow in this loop only. So no any kind of voltage across RL, because the current will goes from plus terminal to diode to minus terminal. This cycle will be repeated. So VL is equal to 0. So VL is equal to 0 because this part is short. So VL is equal to 0. Here VL is equal to input. So diagram is not correct. So consider the second part. When plus part apply over here, so anode and cathode. Plus is applied to cathode compared to anode. Hence the diode is off. Means diode behave as an open circuit. So plus will be open circuit, means there is no current flow in this first loop. So plus part going through RL. So whatever kind of input voltage present across load will be available at output side. So VL is equal to VI. Hence this will match with your circuit. When in the negative cycle, minus apply over here, minus apply to anode. Sorry, plus and minus. Consider the negative cycle, minus and plus. The plus part will be applied to anode compared to cathode, and diode is on. Then the current will be flow in the first part only. So the negative cycle output is 0. So this will match with your desired output. So basis on the predefined waveform, you can generate your desired circuit, and this trick will be 100% work for the correct circuit diagram, and to get the 100% output means you can get full marks. So this kind of clipper circuit you can design by the definition. Let me know in the comment section that which topic is harder for you to understand in this subject. Okay, thank you.